I reckon the saga continues on this stupid little Weedeater. It ran fine doing my yard, and I did about half of Mama's, and then it just quit. You watch this line right here, and it ain't sucking up no fuel. The line ain't stopped up. I blew back through it, took the top off the carb. It's got this little diaphragm. That's what does the pumping. And I don't see any holes in it. It's still pliable, but there was gasolines on this side of it, and it shouldn't be. So it's either this, something going on with it, or on the other side, there's some little flapper check valves. So we're gonna pull the carb off, and we'll put a rebuild kit in it. If I don't fix it, then I'll probably show y'all me smashing this with that big old Hammah. Where is it at? It was over there, but I had it. Oh, here it is right here. See that big Hammah right there? Yeah. It's gonna get smashed if this don't fix it. Here's the new diaphragm. You put a gasket on first and then the diaphragm. Then you put this little cover back on. Let me get that on and we'll flip it over to the other side. Got the other side of the carb tore off. Here it is right here. Here's the little flappers. They act as check valves. They're a little stiff, so there's a good chance that that's what the issue is. So let me change this out. We'll put it back together and give her the old try. All right, I got it rebuilt, got it back on. I put a new fuel line and filter on it. So let me crank on it. Let's see if we get any fuel through this hose, firstly. I ain't seeing none yet. Well, now my choke is locked up, so let me take it apart. See what I got going on right there. It goes under this carb bolt. Either I got it misplaced or something. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me investigate this right here. See what the devil I got going on here. I'm going to say there's a spacer missing. So I'm going to have to look around here and see if I can find it. Alright, I found me a little whoosher that's stuck down in there. Act as a spacer, and y'all watch this. Oh yeah, look at there. All right, let me put this filter back on it, and we'll see if she'll start. Got her back together. Put the choke on. Give her an old cranky crank. See what it does. Well, I ain't seeing no fuel in the line, so that's good. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk away because I don't want to smash this just yet. I'm gonna walk away, leave it alone for a couple of days. I'll come back and fool with it some more. Well, 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 what do I have here? I have a Pioneer ductless split air conditioner, high wall mount, split indoor section, DC inverter, heat pump. Oh yeah, we got us a mini split, 3 ton. I've been going over the instrucciones. It's gonna be pretty simple. I think I'm gonna put it right here. So all of this stuff here has got to be transferred over here. That probably gonna put over yonder. So let me get that out of the way. I'm gonna move this light too real quick. And then I'll be back and we'll start mounting this unit. Got everything out of the way, got the light out of the way, got my ladder up here on top of the table. Yes, this is OSHA approved. Let me get this out of the way before I stomp on it. We go here with the rest of them. Here's what I got to do. Well, the book says a minimum of 8 feet to the bottom of the unit. That row of screws right there is about 10 feet. And I got to, well, let me show you the bracket. Here's what it hangs on. See these hooks? And it's got some down here. That gets screwed to the wall. Well, if you notice, you know, this metal's got ribs. So I can't just put it here, because it'll just bow that bracket in. So what I'm gonna do is cut me some 2x4s this width. I need 3 of them. Screw them to that runner up there, and then screw this bracket to that. Well, here's the dilemma. If I got them just right through there, what about these here? They're gonna try to kick back like that probably. And the only thing I know to do, come off of these 2x4s with one down here, toe nail it, because there's nothing out here to nail it to. So I'll have to toe nail it to these just so I have support behind this so we don't try to kick back towards the wall. That's the only thing I know to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me cut me 3 2x4s. We'll get them up there and we shall continue on to get this thing mounted. All right, let me get these screwed up to the wall, and then I gotta make my vertical pieces. Oh me, I'm too old for this stuff. Oh yeah. Get off of me. Woo. Let me tell y'all, it is quite warmth up here. It really, really is. Put her about right there. Wrong way. That's some really good screws. That there just broke off. All right, there's one. I've been up here 2 minutes. I got sweat rolling off of me. Now let me give me some legs and try to toenail them right there. All right, let me get that bracket up here, get it screwed on. Bracket is up. Next step is to take the unit, hang it. They want you to draw 1/4, take the unit back down, then put this template up there so you can cut this hole out. Well, it'll be this hole over here on this side. I'm not doing that. This don't weigh 25, 30 pounds, but you know, getting it up here and then up there, that's not an easy task when you're by yourself. So what I'm going to do, this is a 1-to-1 drawing, this template. So what we'll do is we'll just cut it out, like come here, up, across here and there. That way we can line this up with a bracket. I'll cut this hole out and then we'll draw that hole on the wall and that'll be that. That's the simplest way I can see to do it. So let me get it cut out, we'll get up there and get us the hole cut. Let us cut this up as curious and Marcus this as holus. Okay, sir and ma'am. Line this up here. I don't know what happened here. I got the wrong side. Okay, here we go. I got the right side now. Line this up with this up with this, line that edge up with that. Get off of me, chain. Just like that right there. Then, y'all probably can't see it, but I'm marking a hole. All right, hole is marked. Let me find a 2.5-inch hole saw, cut a hole in that wall. They want you to aim it down a little bit too for drainage purposes because you know you got a drain line that comes through here. Well, broke that drill bit, so let me get another one. All right, this is working out real good. Insulation, anyone? All right, got to aim down just a wee bit. All right, I got to go outside and drill that from the other side. Well, we've got a hole in the wall at least. I sure hope it's in the right spot. Gonna be aggravating if it ain't. Now we're fixing to hang this unit, and that hole, of course, is for your pipe and hoses to go through. Well, it can be a left, well, I guess that'd be right. It can be a left side exit. Got these little things you knock out, or you can go straight back. That's what I've done. It'll be the easiest to stick that through the hole, hang it, and be done with it. So I think I ain't gonna try it on it because it's hard to get that up there and then up the ladder. I think what we'll do is get the extension ladder. Hopefully it don't slip on me. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll scotch it against these wheels and it won't scoot away from me. Oh yeah, let me get this ladder out of the way and get the other one in here. We'll get this thing hung up. Change of plans. I'm gonna try to do it standing on the table here. I think I might can reach that high. If not, we'll scoot that ladder over maybe and get it. Here we go. Oh yeah, I believe I can get her. I do believe I can. Shall believe I will. Oh yeah! Oh, I don't fall off the table or drop it. I guess I'll be alright. Well, that darn insulation's folding up on me. Let me tape it up a little more. Now, maybe that'll take care of that. Let us try this again. Oh me! George, I think we've got it. Tis secure. But y'all look at this right here. That's the filter. Sure is. Just a little old plastic mesh screen. That'll never last in here. I'll have to fix me up some kind of filter to put here. We'll have to clean it. We'll have to clean it pretty regularly. But if I want air, well, you gotta do what you gotta do. Inside part is done for the most part. Y'all forgot to tell me though that I should have run them wires, tied them to them pipe there. That was not fun trying to finagle that through the wall. I got it done, that's all that matters. Here's the outside unit. Let me show you what the great UPS did to me. This right here is caved in. This grate has been in. It hit the fins, flattened them. I don't know if it crushed the tube or not. This here's, I don't know if it's supposed to be secure, but it ain't. What else? This here's caved in where they dropped it here. It's buckled out right here. It's buckled in right here. Thanks, UPS. If it's possible, from now on, when I order stuff, if I can avoid UPS, I will be doing so. Absolutely. Anyways, we got to get this set on the ground. This is my pads. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to dig this down, get it level. It's got to be at least 12 inches away from the wall. I'm going to go get my shovel and start sweating. Lines are coming right down through here. So I want the side, the right side of the unit right here. Let me see if I can't get this a little bit level. The grass is a little tougher than I thought. Darn, it's gonna kill my knee. Whew. Whew. Pretty sure that's not level. No, sir. I gotta go down another inch or so on that back side. Son of a biscuit, it's hot. Close enough that I ain't gonna worry about it. I think I need to dig a little bit right here though. fun part of unloading this heavy thing. Box says it weighs 115 pounds. It don't really feel like it. Oh yeah! Approximately right there. I tell y'all what, fellas, I got hot. I had to go in the house and cool off. I had to change shirt because when I went inside, I was soaking wet. I got cold, so I had to change shirts. Anyways, the sun has went in, so that's awesome. It's cooled off some. What I got to do now, the unit is in place. What I got to do now is climb up there, hook these lines up, run them down the wall, cut them, flare them, hook them up down here. Then that black wire is the power running into the inside unit. Got to hook it up down here. Then we got to pull vacuum on the lines, and then we got to run electrical from a box to out here. I'll show you about that here in just a minute, but I want to show you this firstly. I didn't know this existed. Those are gaskets, flare fitting gasket. I didn't know that existed. And there's a little tube of sealant for the flare fittings. I've never seen that before in my life. I guess I'll use, I don't know about these here little gaskets. I ain't gonna use them, but we might use that sealant just for warranty purposes. Anyways, let me climb up the ladder and get them hooked up. Let us go up the ladder and put this stuff together. Oh my knee, oh my knee. Well, the book said it would have a little pressure. That was quite a bit of pressure. It really was. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff here does. It's clear. I'll show y'all here in a little bit. I wonder if it dries hard. I don't know. There's one. Alright. Let me get this stuff here arranged, and then we'll go down yonder and cut it, flare it, and hook it up. Alright, got the line cut. They send you extra nuts just in case you do have to cut the line. You don't want to coil this line up. Anyways, we're gonna put a little flare on it. Alright, let me get my flare sealant. I'm still amazed at that. Never knew that existed. Put a little bit on here. A smart man probably would have done that bottom one first, but I've never been accused of being smart, so. What in the world? Oh, man. Alright, let me do the bottom one. We'll be done with all that. Tell you what, the temperature dropped about 10 or 15 degrees. Must be a little storm coming up. It's dark back that way. We may get rained out. But man, it feels good right now. Yes, wind started blowing. Whew, what a relief. Anyways, I got liquid and suction line hooked up. They're ready to go. I got these wires run. That's just simple 1, 2, 3 label. Hook 1 to 1, 2 to 2 to 3 to 3. Hook the ground up. Got to run power from a box. I'll tell you all about that in a minute. But right now, I got to get my vacuum pump and gauges and hook it up. You got to pull a vacuum on these lines and the indoor coil. Let me hook that up, and then we'll see about our box inside. Well, I am no HVAC guy, but I don't understand this. This won't plug into that. I'm assuming it's 410. I don't know. But yeah, I gotta have an adapter. I don't have one, so I guess I'm going to Lowe's a little early. All right, here's what we're gonna do on the electrical side. I'm gonna knock this out. That wood's probably in the way, so I might have to do a hole saw there or something. Anyway, go out the back wall with an LB. You have to have a nipple with a lock nut on it. Then Well, let's just go outside and I'll show you. That box is, I don't know, right here somewhere. Oh, wait a minute, here. There's my ditch. Yeah, box is right in this area here. So we're coming out the bottom of the box, right in here somewhere. I'm gonna LB, and then I'm probably gonna drop down and coming this way. I'm gonna elbow and come on over to the unit to a disconnect box, and then liquid tight from the box over to here. I am not burying the conduit. I can't, no. My knee won't let me dig. I'm not digging 18 inches in the ground to bury it. I just ain't gonna do it. Nope. We'll clamp it with, I can't remember what you call them. I call them standoff clamps. You know, get away from them ribs. We run to Lowe's, and we'll get this done. Well, the sun's coming back out. I'm gonna say we may get rained out, but if I had to work till midnight, this thing will run before I go to bed. Well, it is in fact the next day. Yes, it sure is. The unit is not running. No, sir, it sure ain't. I ain't gonna tell you how late I worked on it last night. Let's just say, if I had to do this for a living, I'd probably go hungry. Yeah. Well, by the time I got done last night, I was taking baby steps to get in the house. My knee was hurting so bad. That slowed me down just a wee bit. Anyways, I think we left off. I was going to town to get stuff for electrical and an adapter to hook up my hoses to this unit. Well, Lowe's didn't have anything, so I had to wait till today when the HVAC store opened. You gotta have this right here. 5/16 flare to quarter flare. It's only on mini splits that you have to have that. Why? I don't know. You'll have to ask the idiot engineers that decided to do that. But you cannot hook your hoses up unless you got that. So I'm fixing to hook that up and let it pump down the lines in the inside unit. I got to finish my electrical. I'll show you that in a minute. I screwed up on that too. We'll talk about it in a minute. Let me get this vacuum pump running. Vacuum pump is a vacuum in the way. We're already down 30 inches of mercury. I'll let that run, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. Then we'll shut her off and let it sit for 30 minutes or so. If we hold a vacuum, we ain't got no leaks, and that's awesome. We can release the refrigerant. If we don't hold, well, we got a leak and I got to find it. Anyways, let's look at the electrical, what I did last night. I didn't video none of this because, well, it was dark. I couldn't video it, and, well, I'll just be honest with you. This camera right here slows me down. I just wanted to get it done. I got me a disconnect box right here. Then I just got liquid tight running power over to the outdoor unit. Then I ran my, that's 3/4 inch PVC conduit. There's them standoff clamps. I don't know what you actually call them, but I call them standoff. Anyway, I had to get my heat gun out and make this little offset here. Then I come on around here, and I had to make another offset right here because, you know, this doesn't line up with that. I had to come up a little bit. Then this is where things went awry. I'm about 2 or 3 foot short on my wire. I don't know how it happened. I don't. Me and tape measures don't get along, but I'd measured all this twice. Then I added 3 or 4 feet extra, and well, I'm still about 2 feet short. So what I'm gonna do, this wire is gonna run up to about right here. I'm gonna put me a junction box here. I got some more wire. We're gonna run it on in. Ain't gonna worry about it. Let me get that done, and I'll be back. And well, we'll check on the vacuum situation here a little bit and go from there. Electrical is done with the exception of hooking it up in the box. Oh, we got an issue. I turned the vacuum pump off. It run at least 30 minutes. Turned the vacuum pump off, and 2 minutes later, that's where it's sitting. It's sitting on about 5 inches of mercury. We got us a leak somewhere. Let me see if I can't trace that down. Well, here's the deal about the leak. We ain't got one, no, sir. A little bit of dumosity may have occurred. As soon as I turned the camera off, I realized I had these hoses swapped. So when I turned this valve off, we were checking vacuum on the vacuum pump. Of course, it's not going to show. I bet you it's going to leak down because it's not all sealed up. Swapped the hoses, pumped her down for another 30 minutes. It's been sitting here probably 30, and she ain't moved, not even a bit. So I think we're good. Next, what we got to do, the instructions say, open this valve here, quarter turn for 5 seconds, shut it off, and that lets Freon come through the system. See what your pressure is, leave it sitting for a little bit. If the pressure don't drop, then you're good to go. All right, here we go. Cracker open, count to 5. 1-us, 2-us, 3-us, 4-us, 5-us. Now, let's see what we got on pressure. Well, it's sitting on, I don't know, but remember where that's at. We'll come back in 10-15 minutes. If that has dropped, we got a leak. If it's still the same, we're good to go, and we get to turn her on. Well, it's been approximately 10 minutes, and I looked at the gauge, and the pressures actually went up 1 notch. Well, 1.5 notches, maybe. We have not lost any pressure. That's what we're looking for. Let me take the gauges off, open both them valves. Let's go inside and turn it on. We're inside. I got my batteries in my remote. I got it on cool. Got it on 70 degrees. I don't know if it's on yet or not. It may have a timer, you know, like this over here. So we'll wait a few minutes. Well, you see the damper moving though. Let me, or not the damper, but whatever that thing is. It sweeps back and forth, blows air here and there and everywhere. It opened up. Let me give it a few minutes. I'll be back when it finally decides to turn on. Well, it finally came on. I feel air. Let's go outside and make sure the condenser fan and compressor and all that came on. I hear some noise. Fan is on for sure. Compressor, yeah, I think I hear it running. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Let me get my gauges before I forget them. Let's go back in and see if it's going to start cooling or not. Well, it's cooler than it was a minute ago, so I do believe we are got some air conditioner going on. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It's 85 right up there where it's taking in air, and we're 80 down here where I'm at. And well, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening, and the sun ain't shining, so things have cooled off. It was over 90 a little while ago, so this won't be a good test of how it's going to cool the whole building. We'll have to wait till tomorrow midday to see that, but I'm gonna let it run for a while. That feels pretty good, and it's blowing right here where I'm gonna be working. Oh, this is gonna be good. Yes, sir. I gotta figure out this remote. I feel. What the devil does that mean? Right there, I feel. I ain't got a clue. Let me study on this and see what all these functions do, and I'll be back in a little while, and we'll see what this thing's gonna do. Well, it's only been 10 or 15 minutes, but it's already dropped it down to 76. It was about 85. Over here we're, I believe, 78. Yeah. And like I said, the sun ain't shining. It is about 6:30 in the evening, so it's gonna, you know, cool down quicker anyways. But this is pretty promising for it to drop it up here that quickly. Oh yeah, this is promising. I think we'll leave it for tonight. Y'all probably won't hear from me again about it till midday tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is, if you can program it, that's what I'm gonna do, and have it come on at, I don't know, 9 or 10 o'clock. Y'all know I don't get up early, so have it come on, probably say 9 o'clock in the morning. And when I get out here, maybe it'll be cool, and we'll see what happens. I gotta read the book and see if there's an app I can put on my phone. If not, maybe you can program it here. I don't know. I'll figure all that out, and I shall see y'all tomorrow. We'll come out here tonight to try to straighten this shop up. I ain't done a very good job, no. I'll straighten it up a little bit. Anyways, you remember this little feller here wouldn't run a couple days ago. It just quit. So I took the carb apart. I replaced the diaphragm and the little flapper valves because they were stiff. Put it back together. It wouldn't run. All it would do is the gas. I even replaced the fuel line and the filter. The gas would come out of the tank about that far, and then every time you pulled the rope, it just go back and forth. It wouldn't come on up to the carb. Well, I got aggravated. I said, I'm gonna set you down and walk away before I bust you. That's what I did. Anyways, just a few minutes ago, I thought, let's just see what it does. I have done absolutely nothing to it. All I did was choke it. Watch this. Come on now. Ain't got a clue what was wrong, unless them flappers, I don't know. Anyways, if the little fella does it again, he's gonna get the big old Hammah treatment. Oh, yeah. Well, it's been a couple of days since we installed our mini split. It seems to be doing just fine and dandly. Yesterday wasn't a very good day to test with. It didn't get all that hot. It was actually a very lovely day. Today, it's somewhat warm. It's 88 outside, and well, I got that thermostat set on 74. That one set on 74. And normally, This would be sitting on about 90. Y'all see where it's at? Sitting on 74. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Matter of fact, this one here, just a minute after I walked in, it cut off because it was satisfied. I turned both of them down to 70. Let's just see if it'll get it to 70. I got my temp gun out. Well, let me get it out again. I'll just show you. You know, we're still hot on the roof. It's 105. It's 100 and what is it showing there? 100 and I saw 113, and it's probably 130 or 40 there at the ridge cap where there's no insulation. So you know, we still got room for improvement. What I'd like to do, probably won't do it this summer, but I want to get some batt insulation like we did on the walls, on the ceiling. See if that don't help us out. Yeah, I think it will. I know it will on the ridge because there's no insulation there at all. But let me tell you, fellas, this is a far cry from what I have been dealing with last summer and this summer. I do believe that we can go back to working normal hours. Well, normal hours for me. Y'all know I don't get up early, but at least we can work during the daylight now instead of working a second, third shift split. Yep, this is going to be awesome. I studied up on the remote just a little bit, and well, it's got all kinds of little settings. The turbo is the fan. That's what I got it on now, and it blows quite a bit more air when you got it on turbo. Also, it was you cannot program it to come on and off at a certain time. It does have a timer, but you can't program it. The timer is just, you know, cut it off 6 hours from now or turn it on 6 hours from now, stuff like that. It does have a Wi-Fi module that you can put in it, and I'm assuming you can program it like that, but you have to tear the whole unit apart. I watched the guy do it on a video, and I ain't doing it right now. It's just, we'll be happy with what we got. It's just awesome. Me being in here in the middle of the day and it's 74 degrees. Oh yeah, I can handle that. Well, as you can see, I got all the stuff put back up. I got my temperature gauge put back up, and I put the Tiger back up. You know, he was over here in the corner. He said, I want to be put back on the wall, so I did. We got to hurry up and get that metal on this front wall. But anyway, if you don't know the significance of the Tiger, well, go 2 years back and watch the video of me tearing the shop down. Then you'll understand what he is, what he means. We'll tell you this, I'm not looking forward to my electric bill. I'm expecting $500 a month running three 3-ton units. This one, that one, and the one on the house. But if you're gonna play, you gotta pay this. You know, I'm willing to pay this to have cool air. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I think we'll wrap her up right here. Appreciate y'all watching. See you next time.